सो गाइज वेलकम टू अरेंजमेंट पजल सीरीज। सो फर्स्ट पजल। सो अगर आपको पहले से पता है इस टाइप के पजल्स कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं देन यू कैन सॉल्व इट ऑन योर ओन, नो प्रॉब्लम। बट इफ यू आर बिगिनर देन दिस वीडियो विल बी क्वाइट important for you guys. I am going to provide you the methodology or the process to follow with which you can solve such type of puzzles, that is arrangement puzzles. Now, so I hope आपने सब पढ़ा होगा and हमें ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने हैं। सो स्टार्ट करने से पहले क्वेश्चन का आंसर डायरेक्टली तो पॉइंट से नहीं मिलने वाला। ओके कि हमने फर्स्ट पॉइंट या सेकंड पॉइंट पढ़ा और डायरेक्टली वी आर गेटिंग द आंसर, वो नहीं होने वाला। दैट मीन्स हमें सारे पॉइंट्स कनेक्ट करने पड़ेंगे एंड हमें ये जो डेटा दिया है वो कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा। तो पहले डेटा किसके बारे में दिया है? सो देयर आर 3 पैरामीटर्स इन्वॉल्व। फर्स्ट इज द क्लासरूम, that is class 2, class 3 till class 8, the classrooms of this class. Then the number of students from 20 till 65, so 7 different combinations, and order in which the classrooms are present. So, and the next thing is to represent each of these parameters in a structure. That structure is kind of table, consists of rows and the columns, and we need to represent all these 3 parameters across the rows or across the columns. The first job is to find the header row. The header row is the row according to which we are going to place our data in the table. So any of these 3 parameters can be header row. So we have taken 3 parameters across the rows and across the columns. We are going to represent the information about these parameters. Now we can have 3 different representations. We'll try to find out which will be better for such kind of puzzles. Now one way is to have class or classrooms, that is from 2 to 8, and then as per this classroom we will try to represent the data. That means let's say classroom 2, and we found out that in classroom 2 there are 35 students and it is third from the left. Again classroom 5 there are let's say 55 students and it is second from the left. So one way of representing data can be like this particular structure of this particular table, in which we are placing class as our header row. Next we can place number of students as our header row as well, and as per the number of students we can place the data in the table. And the third and by far the best representation will be represent the data as per the order. So in almost all the arrangement puzzles, mainly your order will be your header row, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, and as per the order we will try to find out. Let's say we found out that class for classroom 3, a classroom for class 3 it is first from the left, then fifth it is second from the left, and like this, and the number of students as per the classrooms. So this is by far the most convenient representation of the data, and we are going to use the same for this puzzle. Now once we decided guys how our table is going to look like, next job is to read all the points carefully, try to give the meaning to all the points in some pictorial format, and try to place the data in our table. So the main thing here is from which point or which condition we can actually start filling our table. So we need to find the starting point or the starting condition. It is quite easy, but we will try to learn how to get the starting condition to fill in our table. Now we will see all the conditions one by one, and after reading each condition, what exactly we are going to do. This is our main learning. So first condition, the classroom of class 2 is not adjacent to the classroom of class 1. Now think, can we place this information in our table as of now? Now हमें class 7 या class 2 अभी तक किसी की भी position पता नहीं, so we cannot directly use this point in our table as of now. So we'll just try to represent this point in some pictorial format, so that we don't have to go through the conditions and to read them again and again. So class 2, so I will just represent class 2 is not adjacent to 7. Now you can have your own representation. This is what I have designed for myself. You can have your own as well. So this point guys is not our first point which we can actually represent in our table. Now second point, the number of students in the class whose classroom is in the middle is 20 more than the number of students in the class whose classroom is at the extreme right. Now again we cannot exactly represent this information in our table, but what we can do is to find some possibilities for this condition. So if we cannot represent the condition exactly in the table, we can always have the possibilities which we can use later on. So the difference between these 2 classrooms is 20, and this is 20 more than this particular classroom. We just need to find the 2 numbers having difference 20. So 2040 will be one of the combination. Then 3555 is another combination which is possible. 4060 is not available. 45 and 65. So we have three different possibilities for the classroom at number 4 and at number 7. This is middle classroom and this is extreme right classroom. Now again, this is not the first point, guys. We just know the possibilities, but we haven't started actually filling our table. Third point, the number of students in class 3 is 45, okay, and the classroom of this class is present to the immediate left of the classroom of class 5, which in turn is not the extreme right. Now again, we cannot exactly place this particular point in our table, but we can have many possibilities. Class 3 and class 5, the number of students are 45. Class 3 is immediate left of class 5, so they are always together. For order, we can have many representations like first, second, third, fourth, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh is also possible, but it is given that the classroom of class 5 is not at the extreme right, that is number 7. So 6, 7, we are ruling out this possibility. Hence, we have 5 different possibilities for this particular point. Now we can always connect the previous point with the current point. That is very important skill to tackle LRDI puzzles. We know that at number 4, whatever the class is going to come, they will either have 40 or 55 or 65 number of students, and the classroom of class 3, it is going to have 45 number of students. That means that this class cannot come at number 4. Hence, we are ruling out this particular possibility. So we are left with only 4 possibilities. So guys, pay attention. This is very important skill. Whatever you have learned till now, whatever conditions you have used and placed in your table, you need to remember them and reuse them while tackling the next conditions. In such a way, we have removed one possibility. So we have only 4 combinations left for this third point. So again guys, हमने actual table fill करना start नहीं किया है. So we haven't found out our first point yet. So fourth point, the number of students in class 6 is shifting more than the number of students in class 7. So for 6 or for 7 and 6, we will have few possibilities as well. So 2035 is one of the combination. Then 3550. Then 40 and 55. Then 45, 60 is not available, 50 and 65. So we have 4 combinations for the number of students in class 7 and 6. So again, we haven't placed this particular point in our table. Fifth point, the classroom of class 2 is 2 places to the right of the classroom of class 7, which in turn is at the extreme left. Now, can you see anything special about this point, guys? We got our first point. We know the exact position of classroom 6, which we can actually fill in our table. So we know the exact position of class 6, and from there we can find out exact position of class 2. So we got our first point. Congrats, guys. So class 6 is here, extreme left, 2 places to the right. So 1 place to the right, 2 places to the right is class 2. Now from here on, we just need to connect the points which we have already found out to this particular point which we have used in our table. Now before that, we'll just try to look at the 6th point. The number of students in class 5 is 25 less than the number of students in class 8. So 5 and 8, again we will have few possibilities. 25 less, okay. So difference of 25, one is 20 and 45, and 35, 60 is not present, 40 and 65. Now beyond 65 we don't have any number, so only these 2 are the possibilities. Now again we can use the information which we have used in earlier point, that class 3 is having 45 students, so we cannot really have this particular combination, okay. Class 8 cannot have 45 students, so we found out the number of students in class 5 and class 8, they are 40 and 65 respectively. So again, connecting the points for which we have already read and eliminating possibilities is very important, guys. From here on, we just need to connect what we have found out. Now, do we know any extra information about class 2 and class 6? In the first point, it was given that class 7 is not adjacent to class 2 and we found out the position of class 2. Class 7 cannot come second and fourth. Now, again we have found out class 6 is first, class 2 is third, class 3 and class 5, the classrooms of these two classes cannot come at 1 and 3. So we are ruling out this particular possibility, this particular possibility and this particular possibility. So we actually found out the positions of these two classrooms. Congrats guys again. Class 3 and class 5. Now, so again connect the information. Okay, class 7 cannot come at second, cannot come at fourth. So only position left for class 7 is this particular position. It's left the 7th position. 7th position, class 7. And the number of students in the classroom 3 was 45. So I forgot that point. Okay, class 5 we have filled out. The number of students are 40. Wherever 40 is mentioned over here, wherever 40 mentioned over here, we just need to rule out those possibilities. So 40, 55. We are ruling out those possibilities. So again, number of students in the class 8 is 65. So 65, wherever it is mentioned, we are ruling out that possibility as well. Now, number of students in the class 6 now, it can be either 35 or 50. 35 or 50. The number of students in the class 7, it can be either 20 or 35. Now, so as we have ruled out 20, only possibility for this particular classroom is for the number of students is 35. As the number of students in this class is 35, so this possibility, so we will have number of students of this particular classroom as 55. So we left with only two classrooms. So classroom for class 4 and for class 8. For class 8, we know the number of students are 65, so it cannot come here. So class 8 will come here with the number of students as 65. The class 4 will come here with the number of students as 55. As 35 we have already used here, so I'm eliminating 35 from here. So classroom for class 6, it will have 50 students. So we are left with only one possibility for the number of students in this particular classroom, that will be 20. So we have found out everything guys now. So main key learning points. Okay. So first of all, we need to find out how we are actually going to represent the information, which row will be our header row. So remember guys, in almost more than 95% of the arrangement puzzles, your order will be your header row. And once we know our structure or table, from there on, we will try to read each point, try to convert each point in some information which we can use later on. If the point is giving the information which we can directly use in our table, then well and good. Else we need to find the possibilities. So in almost 3 or 4 points, we have found out the possibilities. Starting out, getting the first point is the most important thing in such kind of puzzles. The first point was that point for which we know the exact position. Again, whatever we have found out, again we are using that particular data to reduce 2 more possibilities and to have exact data. This is the process we need to follow to solve any kind of LRDI puzzle. So I hope you have learned good things in this puzzle. So all the best guys, do well. So these are the answers guys.